While Jerry and Mania take the piss with another week off, it's Keyzie and Pugs on the Hauraki Breakfast. Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hauraki Big Show. With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
It's really unprofessional.
Oh, what? I'm on the radio. Nah, just joking. Good morning, New Zealand. It's old Keyzie here and Pugsan. It's also the 15th of January 2026, 3 minutes past 6 a.m. And we are doing our final breakfast show of the week, Pugs, because tomorrow we're back on the drive show, 4 p.m.
You're damn right, Keyzie, and let me just say this. How are we halfway through the first month of the year already?
That's good chat from you.
It's
15.
flying by. They just fly by, especially when you're having fun on breakfast radio. I'm grateful to see you, Keyzie.
You're grateful to see me.
Of course I am.
I'm just pleased to see you.
Well, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have you in my life.
Yeah, you know what? Stuff it. Same here, man.
Thank you.
We're going to kiss now? Or what's the deal? Hey, coming up later in the show.
Yeah.
Joey Wheeler coming on after 8 o'clock, Pugs, to chat about the Black Clash, which of course is happening this Saturday. We're going to be all over that one. Plus more tickets to go to the movies and see the Bone Temple.
Just tickets to go and bone it out at the temple.
Come on, Pugs, grow up.
Sorry.
Nah, it's the new 28 years later film, The Bone Temple. We'll be giving those away probably after 7 o'clock, I'd say. Coming up next, though, Pugs, very excited for a brand new segment I've just started. The reason this segment came about is while I was, making a coffee out in the kitchen there before the show and having a glass of water, I opened the newspaper and I flipped through the entire thing and found the world page to be very interesting. So, Keyzie's News of the World is going to be happening next.
Listen, man, I'm really excited, and if that's not a reflection of the amount of prep that goes into this breakfast show, I don't know what is.
That's right. I stumbled across it 5 minutes ago and now we're leading the show with it.
Yeah.
What tunes we got coming up, Pugs?
This is a tune I used to sing on SingStar Party on PlayStation 2.
Right.
It was my favourite.
Oh, Franz Ferdinand. Absolute tune. 3483 if you need anything, New Zealand.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is Weezer Buddy Holly on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. 12 minutes past 6 this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugsan.
This is breaking news.
It is breaking news. Brand new segment. Keyzie reads the news of the world. This came about, Pugs, as I briefly explained before, that I was flicking through the newspaper this morning while making a coffee, and there was some interesting stuff on the world page, stuff you wouldn't think that they would put into print.
Is it breaking news if it's in the newspaper?
Yep, because it's still first thing in the morning, I think. I don't think we should
Just
analyse...
somebody's typed the whole thing out,
Yeah,
banged it in the printer.
but I just don't think we should,
The posties dropped it off.
Pugs.
Huh?
I don't think we should question the segment once it's already underway. We should do that off-air afterwards, or preferably beforehand.
All right, I'll have a word with you afterwards, as you were.
Okay. Library book returns home after 36 years. Dimitri Economou was visiting his parents in Greece and looking for a book to read his 7-year-old son when he happened upon a copy of Harry the Dirty Dog on his dad's bookshelf. After flicking through the book, because he remembered it from childhood, Pugs, got to the last page, saw that it had the library card still in it from 1989, November 6th, and realised when they used to live in the States and then moved back to, Greece, they must have accidentally packed up his library book instead of taking it back, and it's been in Greece for 36 years. He lives in the States now, so he was like, stuff it, I'm going to take that library book back to their original library, which is still in that same place where he grew up. He took it back, handed it in, no fines, because they don't do fines anymore. But he just wanted to make sure the book returned, and it was in mint condition, and he left a note saying, and he had a word to them saying, basically, it's been around the world, this book, but here it is now. Sorry about that.
I would be keeping the book.
You would be.
Of course I would be.
Knowingly keeping stolen property.
Well, they're not going to find me, as you just said.
So it's about not being able to find you. It's not about doing the right thing with you,
Yeah,
Pugs.
if there's a punishment,
You're a mad
there was
bastard.
a monetary motivator.
More news of the world. The Chinese app for solo dwellers goes viral. It's called Are You Dead? Question mark. It's an app that sounds the alarm if a user doesn't check in every 48 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. So because so many people live alone.
I suppose it wouldn't be old people if it's
It's
an
just
app,
people that live
necessarily,
alone.
Just people that live alone, yeah.
Okay, and you want to make sure that like they're not, they might be in a bad place, sort of thing.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
And it's become, it was one of China's top-selling paid apps on Tuesday.
Sort of an abrasive name for it, isn't it?
Are you dead? Yeah,
Can't just be called Solo Chicken.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually a really bad name for it because now people don't want to use the app. Are you dead? They'll be offended by the suggestion.
Well, what if you went on like a trip or something? Would you log that?
Yeah, you probably log it. And final piece of news: elephant hunted in India. I thought you were going to turn the music up there after I say the title.
Oh, sorry.
Elephant hunted in India. Yeah, thanks, man.
Wait, hang on. That's
What?
is that the news?
No,
of India.
I'm going to explain it.
Right. Okay.
Wildlife officers in India are looking for an elephant after it went on a rampage. 20 people were murdered and 15 others at least injured.
That's horrifically dark.
They believe that the elephant was enraged during must, which is the time of the year where its hormones are through the roof and it's pretty much barred up and looking for love. But it has since calmed down and returned to its herd. That was Keyzie's News of the World.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Push on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. 23 minutes past 6 this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs, son. And Pugs, pack your bags, mate. Pack them right now because we're heading back to Magic Round.
I thought you were telling me to get out of the studio. Look, man, it's my first time doing breakfast.
Right. No, I'm talking about Magic Round.
Oh, okay.
Which is in May, which is 5 months away.
Oh, it's magic.
It's a fantastic weekend, 3 days long, jam-packed full of NRL. There are 17 teams in the NRL. 16 of those teams all go head-to-head at Suncorp Stadium. And if you'd like to come along with the team from Hauraki, who have now been a couple of years in a row, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it, even if you're not a rugby league fan. Right, Pugs? You're not a rugby league fan.
Well, I am. Now, I'm just not knowledgeable about it. Like, at all.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you're not a rugby league fan.
I think I'm a fan of it.
Right.
Of all the sports,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that one.
Right, okay.
I still just know very little about it.
Yeah, right, so you're still learning
And I'm
about
not following it super hard.
Yeah, right.
But especially at Magic Round,
I really want to Google fan, the word fan,
yeah,
and see whether the
define
words
fan.
Yeah, because it'll come up as like someone who is knowledgeable about a sport and follows it super closely. The two things Pugs does not do. But it is a fantastic sporting experience. Everyone there is just wearing retro NRL jerseys. Everyone's on Caxton Street, which is the street full of pubs right next to Suncorp Stadium. It's a 3-day affair. And if you want to come along and be part of the Hauraki trip as well, head to boystrip.co.nz, grab your mates, and secure the packages there, which all include flights, accommodation, transfers, and tickets to all the games.
Can I just say the one thing I want to bring back this time around in Magic Round is beefing with other teams' fans? Because you remember the first year and the first night that we went to the games and there was like that British dude sitting in front of us and like
Raiders
a couple
fans.
of other people's, and they were just talking shit the entire time.
They were spraying us,
They 100%.
In a very
even
funny
though
way.
the Warriors weren't even playing that night. We were just getting what do you call it? Sprayed for no reason. And then the last time around, there was less of that. And so I think we got to bring it back.
Well, it depends who we're sitting by, because those guys were an exception because the entire weekend, everyone's actually really, really nice to each other. Everyone's just stoked on rugby league. Fans, like you, Pugs.
100%.
But the guys that sat in front of us, I think the Raiders were playing the Bulldogs.
Yes.
They were supporting the Raiders. And my uncle gave me a retro Bulldogs jersey, a 94
It's
one.
a dope jersey.
It's a cool jersey. So I had it on. I
I'm
was
a
like,
fan of that jersey.
yeah, there you go. You don't know much about it. You haven't studied it closely, but you like it.
Thank you.
And so I was like, stuff it. I'm going to wear this Bulldogs jersey while the Bulldogs are playing. Wires aren't playing till Sunday. The Bulldogs got pantsed, and the guys in front of us were giving me so much shit. And I didn't want to say I'm not even a Bulldogs fan because that's the worst thing you can say.
Yeah, like I'm not even a fan, but I'm wearing the merch.
Yeah. I'm like, I did say at one point, I was like, well, to be honest, I'm mostly here for the Wires on Sunday. And they were like, ooh. It was very, very, very funny.
I really liked bearing witness to that whole interaction.
Yeah,
and
it
so
was
I'd like
great.
to bring it back.
And that was our first night of the first Magic Round ever. So it was a great introduction. If you are keen to come along, boystrip.co.nz, a full weekend of awesomeness. They'll take care of your flights, your accommodation, your transfers, and your tickets. So get stuck in. Now, what tunes, Pugs, have we got coming up after this wee ad break?
We got some Radiohead lined up for you and some theories in 4 minutes.
Sounds great.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Radiohead on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. It is 6:39 Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs.
Keyzie, I've got a bone to pick.
Oh,
I got a bone to pick.
I've been trying to get better at packing my lunches.
right, okay.
And I've been doing a food subscription service this week, so I've been really, really good at bringing leftovers to work. But also I've been trying to get better at packing snacks because, we love to have chips when we're doing the drive show and steal a little snack or do a little run to the sushi shop or whatever. You know what I mean? And so I thought I was being very productive and quite healthy with a protein-based snack that I brought into the office yesterday.
Are you talking about when you brought in a small jar with 2 hard-boiled eggs in it and then went to eat some and then spilt some pickle juice on the floor and then bit the head off a hard-boiled egg, a small amount, and then just stuffed the whole rest of the egg in your mouth after that?
Can I just say 90% of the details you just included are neither here nor there. The bone that I have to pick is that I was accosted not just by you, but Prebz, our boss Toddy,
Dilly,
Beck, and Beck
from the day show. So you're saying the entire office had a problem with it?
Yeah, and my bone to pick is with you because you're the one sitting in front of me. But it's actually with all of them as well. What I was taking the piss out of for having a perfectly reasonable, normal, healthy snack.
The reason why we took the piss, in a fun way, you can eat a hard-boiled egg. That's great.
I wasn't having fun.
No, I know, mate.
I would have had fun if I was eating my eggs, man.
It looked like you were having fun the way you pretty much
Gobbled them down.
gobbled that entire egg down.
And it was mean.
That's okay. That was one issue I had, was the small bite you had, and then the whole shove the rest of the egg in.
The way that I eat the food that I bring into work, Chris, is none of your business.
That was just when you have such a small bite and then stuff the rest of the egg in straight away.
Because that's what I felt like doing with my lunch that I made.
Fair enough. So people need to realise, though, that the size of the jar you had these 2 little hard-boiled eggs in was perfect size for 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Thank you.
It was also quite comical. Very small jar, really floppy looking. They looked soft, but were they soft-boiled?
It was an X-Pix peanut butter jar, the small ones that you get.
Yeah, were the eggs soft-boiled or hard? Like, were they a wee bit
I would say they were medium boiled.
medium-boiled? And they had some sort of like...
Medium to hard boiled.
They had some sort of like... Was it vinegar in there with them?
No.
What was that?
That was, I just seasoned them with salt and pepper, and
Yeah.
that was obviously just moisture from the eggs.
Egg moisture. Did you know that, looking back on the situation now, I'm not even the one that started it. Prebz started.
Prebz was talking shit because a bit of the water got on the carpet.
Pugs has spilled his egg juice on the
He just
floor.
spilled it on the carpet. That's going to smell good. I was like, all right, Prebz.
He's right, though. It is going to smell good.
Having hard-boiled eggs just seemed like a brand new thing, and you guys
No, it
all
was-
shocked me.
It was the way you did it. There was a very Pugsan way you did it.
What's
it was,
sorry?
the
What's the Pugsan way?
The Pugsan way of doing something is just doing something with, like, for example, you're drinking water right now out of an old milk bottle. You find the silliest vessels to put your stuff in, and then you try to pretend like it's not slightly silly.
This is incredibly convenient, this milk bottle, because it's got a lot of volume in the actual container, but then a small thing at the top, so I can get a lot of water at a convenient rate.
And it's got a screw lid on it, so you can screw it into that mouth of yours and then just like knock it back. Look, Pugs, I'm sorry. Okay, you can eat hard-boiled eggs in the office as much as you want, and I won't take the piss out of your tiny little jar or the fact that you bit the lid off and then put the whole thing in your mouth like an anaconda.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio
The
Hauraki.
Killers on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. It's almost 7 a.m. this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs. And coming up after 7, we've got tickets to go and see the new 28 Years Later flick. It is called 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. And Pugs, it debuted on Rotten Tomatoes with the highest score in the franchise's history.
Really?
Which is amazing for a 4th installment. So if you would like to go along to see that film along with one other person, just text through on 3483 who you'd like to take to the Bone Temple, and we'll send out some double passes a little later on in the show.
Also, after 7, I want to get into a couple of ins and outs for 2026. So,
Right.
An in is something that you'd like to introduce or reintroduce in 2026, and an out is something you want to get rid of.
Right, okay.
So, for example, in would be bringing your hard-boiled eggs to work in a glass jar.
Right, so you want that to be
and eating them. I want that to be in, and out for 2026 is bullying people for bringing their hard-boiled eggs to work in a glass jar and then maybe spilling a bit of the egg moisture on the floor.
Very specific.
Huh?
Do you want the audience's ones to be that specific?
I would like the audience to send through whatever they feel needs to be in or out for 2026. So text yours through on 3483. It could just be an in, it could just be an out, it could be both. Whatever you feel needs to be axed or introduced in this new year.
For the year ahead. Okay.
Give us a text, 3483. We got vouchers to give away. I think we got some Reburger lying around, so give us a buzz.
We've just got Reburger lying around?
We just got...
The other day I picked my coat up.
We've just got Regent Reds all over the desk.
I picked my coat up and there was like just an entire combo.
Yum.
I think it was a Regent Red, some fries and a Coke. Yeah. 3483, get stuck in. We'll be back after 7.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It's 7:05 on the Hauraki Breakfast Show with Keyzie and Pugs, Thursday morning. It is the 15th of January 2026. By the way, great to have you with us, New Zealand. If you do need anything, 3483 is the number to text. And this hour, Pugs and I are going to be going through the ins and outs for 2026. Right, Pugs?
That's exactly right, Chris. So if you don't know, an in is something that you want to bring in with the new year, and an out is something you want to axe in the new year. So, for example, for me, an in 2026 is extremely long board shorts.
Yes, I noticed you were wearing a pair of, was it Rusty or Rip Curl?
Yeah, I got some Rusties over the break.
Yeah, and they were
because
quite long.
I forgot to take board shorts on my holiday to the beach.
So you bought some?
Dumbass. Spent $100 on some bloody Rusty board shorts because that's all they had. And they were sick, man. They're super long and they hang over my knees and it felt right.
I've been waiting for these to come back. Because when I was very early teens, it was all about Billabong, Rusty, Quicksilver,
100%. Roxy,
if you're a chick. And I remember board shorts cost a fortune.
Yeah.
All of those brands were really expensive.
Yes. Still are. Oh, and if I can give you an out for 2026, the name Dennis. No disrespect to anybody currently named Dennis, but we've got to stop naming babies Dennis in 2026.
That is pretty disrespectful.
I mean, you look at a baby and what? It's Dennis? That doesn't make any sense.
How do you get rid of the name Dennis if your name's already Dennis? And now all you've done is alienate all the Dennises listening.
That's what I'm saying. If you're currently named Dennis, you're good because you're probably an adult listening to this. But any future babies, stop naming them Dennis in 2026.
What if there's a young kid listening right now who's called Dennis?
Then he's already been born and he's a kid and that's fine. Keep your name Dennis. You've done great. But no babies. Right?
Very
That's
specific.
my out for 2026.
Were you bullied by someone called Dennis as a kid?
Nah, he was all good.
What was he? I think
he was
we've touched on something here. All right, what about this for me? I want this to come in 2026, using a sunshade in your car. If it's a hot day...
A sunshade?
And you unfold it and you put it in the windshield there...
Yeah.
To protect your dash from cracking.
Oh, the foil metallic looking things. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Did they leave?
Well, I put one up end of last year, and one of my mates gave me shit about it.
You got accosted for it, did you?
I did get accosted for it, so I think sunshades should be in for 2026. We've got more of these as well. Feel free to have your opinion on 3483. We've got Reburger to give away, so get stuck in. 3483. What tune we got here, Pugs?
This is Green Day, baby.
Yeah!
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
7:14 on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. A bit of Nirvana there, Lithium. And you're with Keyzie and Pugs, and we're doing the ins and outs for 2026. It's funny because for years now I've been punishing Jason Mike with this music, and now you punishing me with it.
How does it feel?
It's funny.
It is funny.
I love the song, man. All right. The way this works is things you want to keep for 2026 and then things you want to get rid of. So far, I want to bring in normalising using a sunshade in your car if it's a hot day and you want to protect the dashboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is very responsible, by the way.
I'm a responsible guy.
Did you have an out there? An example out?
The only out I could think of was banana milk.
Oh, my God.
Get rid of banana milk. Actually,
let it go, man. Banana milk is fine.
See, and this is the interesting thing, is you've got a whole lot of outs, right?
I got a heap of great outs.
All I could think of was ins.
I really respect that. That shows a positive mindset.
Yeah.
I think.
You, G?
Nah.
Because you're negative, but
So
you go,
when I
mate.
get up at 6. Okay, should we go in and then ins and then outs for outs? Also, text yours on 3483.
3483, we've got Reburger to give away. We'll just go whatever.
Okay, first in for 2026. Bonerless pants.
We talked about this at the tennis.
We did talk about this at the tennis.
See, in for me is normalising having a pants semi, which is...
Oh, so you want to normalise it?
Yeah, I want to make it so if you sit down, men, and men will know what you're talking about, and you sit down, your pants come up a wee bit.
They pucker in the crutch.
The front of your crutch puckers, and it looks like you have...
Pitched a tent.
Everyone knows you haven't. Normalise it. Normalise it. But that way, if you do see something, that way people can be hiding in plain sight.
Yours is probably a more efficient way of just normalising it. I'm saying get rid of those pants that do that altogether.
No, keep them and just normalise it.
Okay. All right.
Accidental semi-pants, I want it normalised.
Valid. All right, so we're going into out. We'll do an out now.
Just do whatever, yeah.
Okay, so mine is not breaking the seal when you're having beers. I'm so sick of this yarn. I'm so sick of me getting up to go wheeze when I've had a couple of beers and it's like, I'm breaking the seal. No one cares.
But it is a thing.
No, but
it is a thing.
You don't even notice it, man.
No, it is a thing. Because when you break the seal, it means all the beers have gone through your system, responsible beers, and now you're up to pretty much every beer you have, you got to go wheeze.
Yeah, but for a bit cares? No, stretch your legs, go for a wee, come back and have a yarn. It's all good.
No, it's all good. It's just like, damn it, now I have to go to the toilet all the time, whereas before I just had 3 or 4 very responsible beers, light beers, low alcohol beers.
Just blowing your bladder up for no reason and being uncomfortable at the table.
I don't do that.
Dumb.
I don't do that.
Good.
Like, I'll just say, oh, damn, I've got to go break the seal.
Out.
Okay, fair enough. And these are your opinions. 3483. Feel free to have your say. Wallet chains. I want them to come in.
Did you see mine? I swear on my life, I found when I went home over Christmas, I found my old Dirty Dog Velcro wallet. Had a chain thing. Banged a chain on it.
Of course you have a wallet chain.
Hella hard.
Do you know what the reason why I want wallet chains to come back in? Which is when you have your wallet in your back pocket and a chain runs on your side of your hip down to mid-thigh and up to like the front of your pants.
Yeah, you can't lose it.
You can't lose it. I think A, it looks sick.
Yeah.
B, super handy, man. If someone's trying to steal your wallet and it's chained on, that ain't going anywhere. Feel free to have your say, New Zealand. 3483. We've got Reburger to give away. What about this one here? In smoking darts. Out Keyzie's nasally voice. I don't know if I agree with that one.
We could revisit this later, maybe, because I've still got a few to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we get some really good ones on 3483, we can read some of those out too.
Sounds good. Queens of the Stone Age. It's the Hauraki Breakfast Show.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
7:25 on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. The Black Keys there with gold on the ceiling. You've got Keyzie and Pugs for your Thursday morning. Final day covering Brekkie for us. Tomorrow, 4 p.m, the Big Show is back, so make sure you do tune in. Pugs, we're currently giving away a boat. It is a fantastic, brand new Fin Chaser 535 centre console. It's got a Mercury 60-horse, 4-stroke outboard and a Voyager trailer and a whole list of sweet extras. Head to hauraki.co.nz if you want to see the full list.
Thank God it's got that outboard, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be interested. Let me just say that.
If it didn't have a motor?
If it didn't have that outboard that you just said, the
Mercury 60-horse 4-stroke?
Yeah, it's the Mercury one. That's why I'm into it.
God, you know your boats, Pugs. It is available. If you want to win it, text the word boat to 3483. Follow the link. All you have to do is come up with a name for that boat. However, if you win, that name will be written on the side of the boat. So boat to 3483. Don't just send in the name you want. Boat to 3483.
See, this is really disappointing because somebody's texted here a name that I really like.
Right.
Which is BOAT, boatest of all time.
Well, it is the boat, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean shit because they've texted in and not text boat to 3483 and then entered it the correct way. So now that doesn't count and they're not in the draw for the $75,000 boat.
That's right. So if you have at any point, and there's been thousands of you, just text through the name. Don't do that. Text the word boat just on its own, 3483. Get yourself in the draw that way. I mentioned yesterday, Pugs, that there's a boat around the corner from my house called the Greasy Gurnard. And I love the name.
I really like that.
Yeah, and the boat is also really ugly. It's like an 80s beige and brown boat.
It's
cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because it's so ugly and the name's so silly. I'm like, I love that boat.
Greasy Gurnard.
While we were on holiday in the Coromandel there, it was myself, my wife, Minogue Stewart from The Breakfast Show, and his partner as well.
Your wife is Minogue Stewart from The Breakfast Show?
Pugs. Yes. While we were in the Coromandel, we were kind of steamed. We'd had a few responsible light beverages and we were cruising down to the fish and chip shop to get an ice cream. And while we were walking down there, we started a hypothetical conversation.
What kind of ice cream?
Goody gumdrops.
Yum.
while we were walking down there, we started a hypothetical conversation as to if we were to open a fish and chip store,
Yes.
what would we call it? We agreed on the Greasy Gurnard.
It's a great name for a fish and chip shop.
Exactly. And we were like, and so we're running it, what would everyone's roles be, sort of thing.
Right.
We agreed that my wife, Lucy, would be front of house. She'd be greeting the customers, maybe rolling the ice creams as well.
Okay.
She'd then put the orders through to, I think, Minogue's partner, Jess, was in charge of prepping the buns and the lettuce and stuff for the burgers or something.
Okay, yeah.
Minogue was on the grill.
You guys are on the grease work.
Yeah, me and Minogue were out back cooking.
Yeah.
And I think I was running the fryer or something.
You two, standing next to each other, do look like a couple of dudes that I'd encounter at the local fish and chip shop out in the kitchen there.
Incredibly offensive.
Yeah,
I think.
be.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a huge compliment.
Yeah, it is. Do you ever have hypotheticals like that?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Give us an example.
No, I can't think of one.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Lenny Kravitz on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. 20 minutes to 8 this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs, and we are about to dish out the double passes, the final double passes for 28 Years Later, the Bone Temple. It is the fourth installment in the 28 Days Later series.
Yeah.
If you'd like one, text through now, 3483, who you'd like to take to the Bone Temple, and we'll be dishing those out shortly in cinemas today. Now, the interesting thing about this flick, Pugs, is that out of all 4 of the 28 Days Later movies in the franchise,
Yes.
this one debuted with the highest rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a film review website.
Yes.
So, and I was surprised by that because it's the 4th installment in a movie series, which famously is usually terrible.
100%. A lot of the time you have a trilogy that's usually pretty decent. Maybe the third one it starts to drop off, and then the fourth is just absolute garbage.
Just garbage.
It's them trying to revive and squeeze whatever cash they can out of a franchise.
Yeah.
But when you said that, it did get me thinking about the fourth movies in all of these franchises and whether there is actually any good ones.
What the best 4th movie in a franchise is of all time.
100%. So there's a list on IMDb, which is another famous movie rating and information website. And so I thought I'd blast you through the top 10.
All right, start with 10, get down to 1, I reckon.
100%. So number 10 is Rambo.
Rambo 4.
Rambo 4, that was a revival of a series. They brought back Sylvester Stallone. No, this one they went very, very violent, I remember.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a bit random, but I remember that being shit.
Okay.
Number 9, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, 76. Not familiar with that.
From 1976. They
Yeah.
made 4. Okay, yeah, not familiar.
Number 8, Live Free or Die Hard, Bruce Willis.
I've heard that one wasn't too bad, actually.
I watched it many times. I bought it on DVD because I was a huge fan of the Die Hard franchise as a kid. It was not good.
Okay.
It was quite bad.
And
it was like them being like technology bad, and technology's the reason that everything's going bad and this and the villains. Yeah.
So
the villain's a hacker or whatever.
So it's the 8th best 4th movie of all time, and you thought it was bad.
Yes, absolutely. Well, this is kind of proving our point, right? There's a lot of these are generally not very good. Number 7, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Not familiar with that franchise. That's 86. That came out. Number 6, Jurassic World.
That went pretty hard. I enjoyed it because it was a return to... I love Jurassic Park 1.
I love them too, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the other one. Like, they're fine, but the first one rules and still holds up. That was cool, but this is the issue I've got with that is it was like 20 years between drinks. Of course, that 4th movie is going to be okay because it's not directly after the 3rd one, and they aren't directly trying to squeeze too much out of it.
Yes, and it was exciting, and it was a great big blockbuster.
Yeah,
so
it was
we'll
fine.
give it that. Number 5, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, 2011.
The Mission Impossibles go okay, actually.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're all generally pretty good, in my opinion. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. My favourite Harry Potter movie.
A lot of people's favourite Harry Potter movie, and there's 7 books to go off, so I feel like Harry Potter or any sort of movie franchise based on a novel series,
yes,
they've got a bit of leeway there, and I'm not surprised that that's in the top 5.
That is a banger movie. Number 3, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
There've been 4 of them.
Like, how is that the 3rd best 4th installment in a franchise of all time?
Very confusing sentence.
Yes, I agree.
So there's heaps of Muppet movies. That must have been the 4th one.
I guess.
But the Muppet movies rule. I have not seen that one, not since I was a kid. I can't
haven't seen
remember
any
it.
of them.
No, they were really good.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Knowing your taste of movies and what you generally watch, I'm inclined to be skeptical, but I'm excited nonetheless.
How dare you?
Number 2, The Hobbit. An unexpected journey. So this is post Return of the King. I don't know if that entirely counts.
That's not a 4th movie. That's
it's
the start
first
of the
in
Hobbit.
a new Hobbit franchise.
Yeah, no, that's not the 4th Lord of the Rings.
So that's a random one.
That doesn't make sense.
This is what I mean. Like they're obviously not very good.
Yes.
And then number one in the best fourth films in a franchise is Mad Max Fury Road.
Which...
Banger.
Now, you and Mike Minogue have specifically said, Keyzie, you will love this film. You need to watch it.
100%, especially given that you're a massive motorhead.
Yeah, I love old cars and
stuff. And it's also just like, it's testosterone-fueled, gnarly action.
Which is what
for 2.5 hours straight, which is exactly like you.
Which is the Keyzie recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I've heard that's a great movie. I will watch it. I want to watch it loud on a massive screen.
It's one of my favourites of all time.
And I will do. That's great. It's not the fourth installment. Mad Max is from 30 years ago. That is a reboot.
It is a reboot, but it's also the fourth installment because it's a continuation of the story.
Pugs, we don't have time to have this argument now because we're into it 5 minutes, but I will be tearing shreds off of you in the ad break.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Silverchair, Anna's song, Open Fire, on the Hauraki Breakfast Show with Pugs and Keyzie. Do you like that, Pugs?
No.
Hey, Pugs, we are officially shutting off the entries into the 28 years later The Bone Temple competition. We've got double passes to give away. Pugs will text you back shortly and say that you have won a double pass. Thanks, everyone who got involved with that competition. Now, coming up after 8 o'clock, we're going to be calling a great friend of Radio Hauraki.
Aye.
Joe Wheeler. He is playing in the Black Clash this very Saturday. He's played I don't know if he's played every single one, but he's played in a fair few of them. He's got a good right arm on him, and he can bat pretty damn well as well, old Joey. So we'll have a yarn to him just after 8 o'clock. Also, we will be picking up the things that are in and out for 2026. If you'd like to get rid of anything this coming year or bring something back this year, text it through on 3483 and we'll get into that after 8. Is saying aye a new thing for you instead of yes?
Aye.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is the Hauraki Big Show in the morning. Keyzie and Pugs are here. No Mogi or Hoyte J. However, good news, Pugs. Mogi and Hoyte J will both be back with us tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. for the first big show of 2026. We're doing it live from Brew Mount Maunganui. A bit of a warm-up for the Black Clash, which is happening on the Saturday. How fizzy are you to have the team back together, man?
I'm very fizzed to have the team back. I'm looking forward to catching up with those two. I have seen Mogi in the new year, but I haven't seen Hoyte J.
Yeah, he looks good, man.
He looks good?
I was with him yesterday. Played golf with him.
Yeah.
It was, 28 degrees. And our golf course is pretty much completely uphill.
Yeah.
And he chose to wear chinos.
Did he turn that unique shade of purple that he tends to get in summer?
He was close to fainting by the end of it because it was so hot and it was such a steep course.
Yeah.
But he still almost broke his personal best. Like he's playing very, very good golf at the moment. He's very relaxed. So as soon as he's back working again, I'm expecting his golf scores to drop right off.
Perfect.
But if you are keen to come along to the first big show of the year, Brew Mount Maunganui, tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. It will be live until 7. Free backbone teas and big show broadcasting live, of course, plus guests from the Black Clash coming to say g'day. And speaking of guests, Pugs, coming up next, great friend of Radio Hauraki and a multi-time athlete who has been involved with the Black Clash. We're talking Joey Wheeler. We're going to give him a buzz after some sick tunes. Aha.
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, first thing in the morning. Love it. You're on Hauraki.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Butthole Surfers on the Hauraki Breakfast Show with Keyzie and Pugs, son. 13 minutes past 8 this Thursday morning. And very exciting times, Pugs. Every single year we kind of have our welcome back party in the form of the Hot Spring Spa T20 Black Clash in association with Wolfbrook. It's happening this Saturday at Bay Oval, Tauranga. Some tickets still available. Head to blackclash.co.nz. It will sell out, so get in quick. And with that in mind, we have got a person who's played in the Black Clash several times and done very well as well. From Team Rugby, it is Joey Wheeler. Good morning, Joey.
Yeah, Keyzie, Pug son, great to be on. Looking forward to this weekend. A little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, fellas, but yeah, looking forward to it once again.
Right, so how many times have you played in the Black Clash, Joey?
Good question. I think that's my fourth time.
Right.
Third or fourth time, yeah.
And you still have the nerves. Why do you think that is?
Because, Keyzie, it's the first time I pick up a cricket bat in 12 months every year, and the only time. That's pretty much why. And you're running in bowling to your childhood heroes and getting pumped all over Hagley Oval or Bay Oval. So, yeah, that's why the nerves, mate. That's
Yeah,
why the
right.
nerves.
That probably
You know, and getting embarrassed in front of probably, you know, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of people on television. But that's okay.
Well,
it's all in the love and good spirits, isn't it?
I'll just correct you there, Joey. It's not in front of hundreds of thousands of people. It's over 1 million. You realise that, eh?
Oh, good stuff. Well, that's
Yeah, perfect.
And plenty of people watching overseas too, Joe.
Right. Yeah, no, that's even better again, you know? Yeah, good.
Plus, well, you know, you'll clip up the footage, you'll put it on social media. That'll get millions of views too.
Without a doubt, IPL contracts will be rolling in left, right and centre, I'm sure.
Joey, I personally have had quite an indulgent New Year period. A lot of eating. Basically, every breakfast is ambrosia or pavlova. A lot of very responsible consumption of beverages. How are you physically, health-wise, going into this game? Are you in a similar state to me?
You know, obviously you always overindulge over this period of time. Look, I've tried to tick things over. Keyzie. I certainly haven't gone full New Year's resolution and hit the gym every day of January so far, but yeah, have been conscious that have got a game coming up, so I've tried to tick over the Ks on the legs, but you know I'm never in fantastic nick anyway, mate. So it's not going to be any oil painting. It's not like some bloke with a six-pack's going to be running around out there.
Now, Joey, we had head of team cricket on yesterday, Nathan McCullum, and he made the very outrageous suggestion that all it would take to throw you off your game would be to hand you a microphone and stick a camera in front of your face. What kind of resistance will you employ to counter that on the big day?
Yeah, nice. Hey, nice. Oh, look, I'll be very focused, especially if I'm having to take the new changer running into Jesse Ryder, who could plaster me everywhere. So the nerves will be running. I'll be sending whatever camera crew come near me as far away as possible. I'll give you the tip.
Well, that's the thing, Joey. We're talking to Joey Wheeler, who's playing in the Black Clash this weekend from Team Rugby up against Team Cricket, and there are a few big names joining this year. One of which, as you mentioned, Jesse Ryder, who. You type in Jesse Ryder, you know, into the Google there, and you're going to be hit with just a million highlights of him slapping sixes. Are you a bit worried about rolling the old arm over to Jesse?
Yeah, I am. I'm seriously concerned because the last time I bumped into Jesse Ryder, this is a great story, was actually at I was playing, I think it was the under-17s nationals with CD, and Jesse stumbled in on, I think it was early hours of the 1st of January, and was absolutely hammered. The next day, he had a cricket game for the Stags that morning. He went out and blasted 120. So even after a huge night on the gas, Jesse Ryder can still produce the goods. So, you know, like when you think about maybe trying to stitch him up in the pre-match festivities the night before, I don't think that'll work. That might actually get the best out of him.
Well, that's the thing. That almost makes his powers even stronger, because I was going to say it'll be very similar conditions this weekend for the Black Clash. From what I've heard, Joey, or are those rumours about you guys having a big one the night before, are they false?
Oh, look, I can't confirm nor deny, but what I can confirm is that our esteemed coach, Mr. Lee Hart, does employ some rather questionable tactics, is how I'd put it. And usually that involves a couple of tequila shots and a team meeting at around about 1 a.m. The night before the game, or the morning of the game, where he proceeds to then dress down the side, and also as the innovator that he is, last year he questioned the batting order that Rito had produced at a Barlina at 1 a.m. and he actually flipped that. He said, and I quote, "Everyone's here to see Chris Gale, but I'm an innovator, so I'm going to flip the order and Chris Gale is now batting 10. So those are the sort of tactics that Team Rugby look to employ to try to throw off Team Cricket, because they are on a hot streak. And we need to win one, boys. We need to win one. Holy.
Yeah, you do need to win one. Even an innovator like Lee Hart, you know, he's still struggling to get the very best out of you guys. But look, Big
nuts! Big nuts! Give me big nuts, fellas!
If you do want to go along and see it, as I said, there are still some tickets available, blackclash.co.nz. Otherwise, you can watch it live and free on TVNZ1 and TVNZ Plus. Joey Wheeler, thank you so much for joining us this morning, mate, and go well on the big game on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Hopefully I don't get the yips, on national television. How good?
How about this? You get the yips and I'll get the nips out.
Yeah, get the nips out, please. Meet Paddy. That'll be a real highlight. I don't know who'll be more embarrassed, you or me.
Oh, it'll be me and my family, Joey. Good to talk to you this morning, brother.
Good on you, lads. Love your work.
See you, mate.
See you later. Here is some Incubus. Nice to know you. You're on the Hauraki Breakfast.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
One of the all-time great road trip songs there, Smashing Pumpkins, 1979. It is 28 minutes past 8 this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs, and it's time to continue with the ins and outs for 2026. Great sting, Pugs. Nice work. The ins and outs, what is that, I hear you ask? Basically, what are you keen to bring in for 2026, and what are you keen to get rid of and leave in 2025? So some examples. Pugs, I wanted to bring in using sunshades again in the windshield of your car when it's really hot.
Keeping it cool in there.
You park it, you put the reflective sunshade up, and it protects your dash from cracking. Someone on 3483 has actually gone on to extend that. Adam from Gizzy, screw the sunshade, bring back dash carpet.
Oh.
So my 1982 Holden Commodore that I used to drive, that had brown dash carpet that sat on top of the dashboard and like matched it perfectly and was so 80. It was also brown.
What was the purpose of that?
To protect the dashboard.
Is that what it is? For
Yeah.
protecting against the sun? You put carpet on there.
Especially, it's like a mat that you can lift off. It's perfectly molded to your dash. It just sits on top. This is back in the 80s when the dashboards were really square.
Right.
And the plastic and stuff from back then gets destroyed by the sun.
Yes.
And so, you either put the sunshade up or you put the dash carpet down. Love your thinking, Adam. I'm keen.
Okay, so now me for an in, shall I?
Go.
In for 2026, reclaiming the word tart.
You want to bring back tart?
I want tart to be an endearing word.
I'm pretty sure my mum still says the word tart.
Yeah, my mum uses it too, but she's talking about my high school ex-girlfriend when she says it.
Oh, right. I think mine is too.
She was a tart, she would say.
That's what my mum says.
You know what I mean? I think we need to reclaim it in a way that's a little more positive.
How? No.
Just because a tart, like we love it, like a little dessert tart.
Like a jam tart?
Yeah, a little
Yum.
jam tart. Or like be like, oh, you cheeky tart. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I think that's nice.
You know what I want to bring back? Actually, this is reminding me in
Yeah.
the word pillock.
Pillock. Banger. My mum also uses that word.
My pop used to call me a pillock when I was being naughty. Oh, you pillock. I reckon
does
that's
it mean?
great. I don't know. It's probably deeply
Probably
offensive.
Massively, yeah.
So let's bring back tart and pillock.
Right, let's do an out. Do you want to go first or
No,
me?
you go.
Right, my next out. 2+ day New Year's music festivals.
Too long.
Too long.
Get rid of them.
One, ideal. If
One
two
big
max.
one,
Yeah.
one, and maybe, do you want a day after or a day before?
Day after, so 2 nights.
Okay.
2 nights of camping, pack it in.
Yeah, all right. I want to bring something in. Phones clipped to your belt, like my dad used to have, in a little sort of like rubber plastic see-through case thing.
Do you not feel like that runs a risk,
Yeah,
having a glass phone screen? Because obviously it worked if you had the little flippies.
yeah.
Okay.
Bring back flippies. You know what I want to bring back?
I agree.
And I had this rant at the end of last year, and it makes me sound like a boomer.
Yeah.
Everything's getting too complicated now. Car screens, if you want to turn down your air conditioner, you've got to swipe across to the aircon tab and then use the touch screen. I just want a knob.
I remember this yarn.
Yeah, I want the same with phones. I think my phone's too distracting, and I am weak-willed. If I just had an old Nokia flip phone again, I think
Yeah.
my life would be far better for it.
I'd still be playing Snake.
Oh, you'd be going hard on Snake too.
I'm going hard on Snake too, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to bring in or get rid of?
Oh, look, I'll bang them out. Matching beige outfits and white sneakers, both out for 2026. Pack them in.
Cool, okay. I've got white sneakers. I almost exclusively wear white sneakers. Don't just go quiet, Pugs. Don't turn up the music, Pugs.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Collective Soul on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. 16 minutes to 9 this Thursday morning with Keyzie and Pugs. And this weekend, actually starting tomorrow in Kumeu, is the Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival. It is one of the biggest car festivals in New Zealand. It is an event that I grew up going to. It is absolutely fantastic, a 3-day affair. If you are keen for more information or to get your tickets, kumeuhotrodfestival.co.nz. Seriously, if you want to take your kids out for a few hours at the weekend, head along to this thing. It'll blow your mind, the stuff you can see there, and not just for a petrol head like me, Pugs.
Or me as a total casual.
Exactly. You're not a fan of... Yeah, okay. We discussed ins and outs prior, things we're getting rid of from 2025. We want them gone for 2026.
All right.
And things we're going to bring in as well. Plenty of texts coming through on 3483. I suggested bringing back the word pillock. Someone else has sent through on 3483 plonker. There's another banger. It's a great name for someone.
Plonker is a great word. And it's also fairly harmless as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not super abrasive to the ears. Hey, you plonker.
You are a plonker, Pugs. So you just said it was harmless and I called you a plonker and now you've gone all quiet. So maybe it is abrasive. Are you upset? So you are upset by it.
Let's move on, Chris.
Oh my goodness, far out. So abrasive. I also suggested that having a phone clipped to your belt buckle, well not your buckle, but the side of your belt there, is a cool thing and that we should all go back to having basic flip phones. Robbie texts through saying you can actually get flip-top phones now. And they look cool.
My era was the Sony Ericsson ones. They were kind of slim. But they were still flip tops, but they were very slim and very cool looking and quite futuristic looking. And you could either get like lime green or like a blue one.
Right. Okay.
Very dope.
Because I existed, I was right in the sort of the prime of my mobile phone texting phase in my teen years. Was just as phones went from sort of your Nokia 2280s, like black and white, basic screen, playing Snake on it. Sending texts by pushing
Did
all
you
the
have
buttons.
a text signature?
Don't think so, no.
Loser.
But not at that point. I don't think you could have them at that point.
Yeah, you could.
A text signature.
I did.
You're so cool, Pugs.
Thank you.
So I started at that era, and then by the time I finished high school, I had like a real cool color screen flip-top phone that could play polyphonic ringtones out loud.
Dope.
Thank you. It was dope. So I'd love to go back to that era. Someone else, Andy, has suggested... out for 2026, men under 65 wearing Skechers shoes.
I think Skechers have youngened up their range a little bit.
Right.
And, you know, some people require a little more support.
Do you know why I read that one out? Because Hoyte J exclusively wears Skechers.
Yeah, but his are so ugly.
Yeah, his are slip-ons as
His
well.
are so bad. Actually, speaking of Hoyte J, another one here, out rugby union, and it's shit rules.
That's from
I
John.
know one Hoyte J that'd take umbrage with that.
Well, I think rugby union is going through a bit of a tough time at the moment where they're trying to figure out how to make their game more watchable and free-flowing. So fair enough. If you want to get rid of rugby union for 2026, go for it. Might I suggest NRL? It is the greatest game on the planet. Apparently also, a lot of four-wheel drives have dash mats. We were talking about bringing back the dash mat, which is a piece of carpet that sits on top of your dashboard.
Yes, I used to run a couple of four-wheel drives. Same.
They had dash mats?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At least a couple of them did, yeah.
Mark wants to get rid of Christopher Key and James Pugsley on Hauraki and bring in Areola and the Paddies on Hauraki.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Rancid on the Hauraki Breakfast Show with Keyzie and Pugs. It's almost 9 a.m. this Thursday morning, which means it's just about time for No Ads Till Smoko, which means nothing but tunes and yarns for the next hour or so, thanks to our mates at Maxraft. Now, Pugs, something deeply embarrassing happened to me over the New Year period. It was on January the 2nd.
It does happen to all of us, at least once in our lives, Keyzie.
What are you talking about? Once in our lives, something embarrassing happens.
At least once in our lives.
What are you talking about? Because if it's pooing your pants, I know you've done that more than once. What happened to me, Pugs, on the 2nd of Jan, it was approximately 10 a.m. We're at a batch that we rented in Cooks Beach, Coromandel, and my wife and I and Minogue and his partner decided that we were going to load the car up and drive to the parking spot to walk down to Cathedral Cove.
Love Cathedral Cove.
Yep, really nice day out, really nice weather. We're very excited. So you walk out of the batch and there is a patio area or a deck, and it's probably 3 steps above the grass. Yeah, like not a high one, not even a meter, probably 700 mil off the ground.
It's oddly specific.
Yeah. 3 steps down, the whole thing's wood, like a traditional deck.
Yes.
I'm carrying a bag or a box that has a touch rugby ball in it, a frisbee, a few other things for the beach. My wife's towel hoodie thing that you put on when you've been for a swim. You just put a whole towel hoodie over you and it just dries you. Carrying all that in a box. And I went.
Grow up, by the way.
No, they're great. Don't shame my wife like that on the radio.
Lucy, just use a normal towel.
She can do whatever she wants, Pugs. She's a grown-ass woman. As I'm walking off the deck, I have a fall.
Don't say it like that.
What do you mean? I had a fall.
80-year-olds have a fall.
Correct. I had an old person fall. So I didn't fall over. I had a fall, Pugs. I pushed the button on my St. John's bracelet.
Because I couldn't get up.
I had a fall.
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up.
That's right. That's seriously what happened to me. So as I was walking down the deck, the stairs of the deck, I slipped. And as I slipped with my right foot, I'm always like, I can always balance yourself out, right? I went to balance myself out, instant reflexes with my left foot, and then that one slipped as well. And what happened is I fell onto my butt on the top step and then did the whole doof, 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 doof down a few steps on my butt. I slid down.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
And as I slipped over, my feet went out from under me. My Birkenstocks... They flew across the yard.
Dude, what about the box of stuff?
I kept that. That was the one bit of mana that I had left.
God forbid you drop the frisbee.
Because the box of frisbees and hoodie towels stayed upright. But I had a genuine fall. And Minogue and Jess and Lucy were all outside watching. And Lucy was like, oh my God, are you okay? Like genuine concern, which is such a D-shrinker.
Meanwhile, she's got the ick.
She's got massive ick. She's even told me one of her massive icks is Gumby people.
And she married you.
Yeah, I know.
Chris, you got to not say you had a fall. You're aging yourself by about 40 years.
I had a fall, Pugs. Here's Puddle of Mud.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Queens of the Stone Age on the Hauraki Breakfast Show. It is no ads till smoko, nothing but tunes here on Radio Hauraki all the way till 10 a.m. thanks to Max Raft. Now, Pugs, I just shared a deeply personal and deeply embarrassing story of me having a fall over the New Year period. I was walking off the deck at the Batch at Coromandel there, carrying a box with a frisbee and a hoodie towel in it, and I slid down the stairs. My Birkenstocks went flying, and my bum went doof, doof, doof down 3 stairs. A lady across the road who was having a cup of tea looked up because my wife was like, oh my God, are you okay? I had a fall, and it was sore, and it was embarrassing.
I was saying off here, I think falling on your tushy in any scenario is quite embarrassing because you're still seated upright.
Yes.
And so you're kind of like, you should be okay because you're seated upright. Like if you fall all the way over, then it's like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay?
Yes.
Whereas like falling on your tushy, it's like, just get up, man.
Well,
you know?
Because I would say, actually, like, because last year my wife and I were filling in for an indoor netball team, and I suggested that we parked about 150 metres away. I suggested we jogged to indoor netball to warm up.
I remember this, yeah.
Yeah, and then as we were running along, I tripped. I tripped on an uneven piece of pavement, which the council should bloody sort out.
Yeah.
And fell forward and scuffed my hands and my knees up. I put myself in doggy, as Mike would put it, in front of my wife.
Shoulder. Yeah.
And that was in public as well.
Look, I want to validate your feelings here, Keyzie, because I also had a fall. Over the holiday break.
Oh, no.
I was, my partner and I were out where my dad lives.
Right.
And there's a lot of bushwalks and stuff out there. And I was like, this is my favourite area. This is my favourite walk. I'm going to take you. It'll be so lovely and romantic. We're going to go through a little bushwalk. We get our little fitness gears on.
Are you that intense when you're talking to it?
Oh, you're going to love it. It's a beautiful bushwalk, darling. You're going to come with me. So I say it like that. She's right on board.
Right.
We get our fitness gears on. We go for this lovely walk. It's a beautiful day. It's a good couple of Ks over the top of a hill and back down. So it's nothing too crazy, but, it's a nice walk. Anyway, so we're going up this gravel path and da-da-da-da-da all the way over. And very smooth, no drama. All good.
Well done.
We literally get to the bottom of the walk, at the end of the walk, to go out the gate of the trail and end the walk and go home.
Walk complete
moment. I say, oh, geez, that was a bloody good walk, wasn't it? No dramas. I literally take the next step that I take.
Yeah.
My right foot goes up, and I'm doing a hand action to Chris so I can explain it to him. My right foot lands and slips inwards.
Oh,
so
wow.
my right foot slips left.
Does it take out your other foot?
It takes out my other foot.
You gumbo.
It slips on the gravel, takes out my other foot. I fall to the right. And I do a complete twist, and I end up rolling down the last part of the hill. So in a horizontal roll like a barrel in Donkey Kong.
So, because whenever you fall over, you try to turn it into something cool. or like chill, but you turned it into like doing roly-polies down the hill.
It was like a slip, move, try to regain a step, and then end up in doing that, twist, barrel roll down the rest of the hill. And
when you came to a stop, did you at least put your like elbow down and pretend you're lying in like a cool position?
No, because I actually cooked myself.
Oh, you would seriously
My
injured.
shirt, this is the most embarrassing part, shirt came up, grazes all over my back from the gravel, and like nobody wants to fall over and have their shirt come up, especially if you're a big fella. It's like, can't pull your shirt down. That's the first instinct. So my shirt comes up, I roll down, and then I've just got bleeding grazes all over my back for the walk home.
Was she seriously icked out by that?
She was so turned on.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
That's brand new from the Black Seeds, Compassion on the Hauraki Breakfast Show with Keyzie and Pugs. Bit of locals only action, Pugs.
Absolutely, and I saw that song. Oh, firstly, we premiered that song last year.
We did with Dan.
Wheatman came in.
He's the man.
We had a yarn with him, and then we debuted it. And then I actually saw them live over New Year's at a festival I went to called Matakana Rama, which was out in Lee. And hey, let me just say this. I was on the same lineup as the Black Seeds.
Sorry, you're on the same lineup.
I was on the same lineup as the Black Seeds. And they performed that tune live. And all I was thinking that entire time was, it's amazing that these guys are on the first night of a festival at 8 p.m. Like, they were the pinnacle. Like, that's peak New Zealand music right there.
Yeah, and they've been doing it for so long that they're the masters of it.
100%. It was just like a slick, professional, flawless operation.
Speaking of slick and professional operations, we've got Beck from the Day Show in the studio with us right now. Beck, how you going?
Hi, Beck.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Really good, man. Good holiday for you?
Yeah, I had a week off last week. I filled in... you heard my voice over Christmas.
All
New
over
Year's.
summer, yeah.
All over summer. And then I got to do my first holiday in 9 years.
Really? You've never had a holiday?
What? No, because I was doing comedy. So anytime I had a holiday, I went away and did comedy. So this is the first time I just got to chill with no work.
And this is what's interesting about Beck is the way you spent your time on holiday, how you relaxed. Do you just want to inform us how you did that?
I went gold prospecting on the west coast of the South Island. Camped up with the sandflies, and me and my partner Q, we just panned for gold.
So it's so interesting because Beck walks in, because you've been doing the show from the South Island, from Christchurch, and she's like, do you guys want to see my gold? And I was like, hell yeah.
Please.
And she brought out the smallest jar I've ever seen.
Not a jar, more of a vial.
It was a vial.
It was a vial.
It was a vial of gold sand.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
And just because... it was probably like if you were to use your thumb and your fingertip to pick up a little amount of sand.
Which is how I do all my units of measurement.
Yeah, and that's how I pick up all my sand as well. And you would then put that in a vial. That's how much gold you had. How much was that worth?
I've got no idea. Probably $1, maybe.
I would say it's like a pinch of salt's worth of gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably a good way to do it. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So it worth probably $1.
Yeah.
How long did you spend?
Oh, about 20 hours. But it's not it's about being around the campsite and having a chat to everyone else that's doing the gold prospecting. Everyone's got a theory on where to go, where to dig your hole.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And so did you witness anyone really strike it big?
The dude, Steve-O, who was camped kind of behind us, he'd found a really good patch, and he was getting like cornflake size sort of.
Wow.
And
so there's still
flakes.
There's still gold in them hills.
There's still gold in them hills.
Are they protective over their area once they find a certain spot and they're panning for, say, the cornflakes of gold?
As soon as
you
the
leave it
sun's,
alone?
Yeah, once the moorporks have gone to bed, you get up in the morning and you go back to your hole, because it's not, don't really claim it, because at Slab Hut Creek was where we were.
Right.
It's open for the public. Anyone can go, so it's not like you have your own claim that you're doing.
Right.
So it's public.
But you would respect it, say, like, old mate there.
Yeah.
Steve-O.
Yeah,
Steve-O.
you would let him do his thing.
Want to go in and dig his
No.
in his
You wouldn't
hole
take
the
your
next
shovel
day.
over to his hole.
No, don't piss in his cornflakes.
Nah.
Geez, not old Steve-O. He'll get you. Well, that's bloody interesting, Beck. You are back on the air after 10 o'clock today, which is very, very exciting. Are you going to go gold prospecting again?
Yeah, I'm looking for my next holiday when I can get to. I was thinking maybe next weekend I might fly down for a few days.
Bug.
I've got gold fever.
That's the funniest hobby I've ever heard of.
That's great.
One day, if Beck leaves Radio Hauraki, it's because she's gone full-time gold prospecting. I'm not even joking.
I want to be a digger driver, and I just want to dig holes for gold.
That is outrageous. Beck will be with you after 10 a.m. In the meantime, Pugs, play some tunes, brother.
Rage Against the Machine on Hauraki.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, it's almost 10 a.m. and that is Pugs and Keyzie's Hauraki Breakfast Show done and dusted for the year, Pugs. She's all done. We're all done.
For the year?
For the year. Well, I mean, are we ever going to do this again this year? Probably not.
I hope so. I had fun.
Actually, so did I, Pugs. I hope we do too. And you know what? I'm sure we will fill in on breakfast at some point. But it's been an absolute pleasure. The reason we are done on a Thursday is because tomorrow afternoon from 4 p.m, the big show is officially back on air. You can actually come and join in too for the first live show. It is at Brew, Mount Maunganui, 4 till 7. Everyone that shows up until they run out gets a free Backbone t-shirt.
Yep.
And of course, you'll have Hoyte J and old Mogi back on deck as well. Cannot bloody wait, Pugs.
I can't wait either. I've been really looking forward to having the big show back and seeing what other shenanigans we can get up to this year, and what a way to kick it off.
The Hot Spring Spa T20 Black Clash in association with Wolfbrook is also happening on the Saturday there. You've got Jace commentating that. Me, you and Mogi will be in a boat on the old side boundary there.
I can't wait. I'm going to wear my boardies.
You're going to wear your cool rusty board shorts, or are they rip cool?
No, they're rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah.
What are you doing for the rest of the day, Pugs?
I have got a fair bit of admin to do, actually, read that, because obviously we've got the live warm-up show tomorrow afternoon, so I've got to get all the gear and stuff from here to take down to Tauranga.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab all that, make the podcast for this, and then hopefully get a workout in and play PlayStation for the rest of the day.
How bloody good, a.k.a. the life of a breakfast host.
That's how you do it.
Well, New Zealand, thank you so much for having us for the last few days. We'll be back, as I said, 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and then every single afternoon for the rest of the year as part of the big show from myself and old Pugsan. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. at Brew, Mount Maunganui.
See you later. Love ya.